Hello everyone, this is the video I've been putting off making for months now. And here we go. If you don't know who I am Sal, this channel is Jawesome Possum, and 6 months ago YouTube deleted my YouTube channel, Jawesome Possum. This is going to be the story about the events leading up to that, and how that happened, how YouTube responded, and how they did nothing to help me, and what I've had to do since then, and also the future of this channel. I don't know how long this video is going to be, and I'm very off the cuff doing this. So I'm going to get into some backstory. So if you don't know who I am, this will be a good little introduction for you to understand where the video is coming from. If you know me, hey, what's up?
Yeah, you don't even know me. You don't even know me.
So Jawesome Possum is a YouTube channel. It was a YouTube channel. It is now, I guess. Where my friend and I made it together with the idea of making fun Let's Play videos. You know, talking over games, being funny, or hoping to be funny. For a while, it wasn't taking off. For the longest time, it was very much like floundering and not doing very well. And of course, like, you know, what is very well, right? In the state of like YouTube, I mean, it's like when you have like 20 subs and you get a couple views on a video, like someone is watching it. It is nice, but I mean, you can't live off that. That's not going to sustain you. That's where we wanted this channel to be. We wanted this channel to be so we can quit full-time jobs, retail jobs, desk jobs, etc. Do YouTube full-time because it's fun. So we were doing that, and after about a year, my co-hosts left the channel to do other stuff. The channel kind of floundered. I kind of had this thing, and I didn't know what to do with the channel. So one day, I decided to take the route that we all know is like there and available to us as like people on YouTube or YouTube creators. We know this route is there, and that is putting baboingas in the thumbnail and showing bobas in the video. And so I decided to take that route because I said, you know what, screw it, let's just do it, let's see what happens. So that's what I did. I decided to start, in addition to playing like regular games, I also decided to start playing adult games. I'm gonna defend Mia. I think Mia not lying. It's stupid and soon we'll leave that festival. Okay, Mia, we'll take the 2 double rooms. Good, I'll find the keys to the rooms. Fuck you. Oh,
I threw it on the ground.
Bitch. With the idea being like, for me, I didn't really see much of a market when I was first thinking of this idea. So I decided to play adult games. Mainly because I was very much inspired by Game Grumps, and I like their playthroughs of games like Leisure Suit Larry, games like House Party.
She took the shoes off?
Okay.
She took everything
Goodness.
off.
Oh, goodness gracious.
All right.
Stuff like that. Like, I really enjoy those videos. They're so funny. And the ones I do they're the ones I went back to a lot. And I always kind of thought to myself, like, I want more of this content. And one of the best ways to make content, and whether it's videos or movies, songs, books, whatever you want to do in your life and art, is do the things that you want to see. And so I want to see like adult game videos. Those are really funny to me. So I started making them myself with the idea of having this sort of a persona where I'm like kind of hypercritical of what I'm playing. Like, I know it's like a loot game, but I'm also portraying it as if I have no idea the loot stuff is about to happen. And I'm taking it like almost seriously, and like I'm deconstructing the gameplay. I'm deconstructing like why the characters are doing things the way they're doing them. Like, loot games are, for the most part, very much a mess of like horny logic in a way. And I found it like it'd be a fun character quirk to basically make fun of that. This is just a room the developers bought pre-rendered. So there's not an actual room. They didn't make this. They didn't edit the keys out because it's just a fucking model they have of a room. It's, you know, like you have to have a character. You have to have some sort of thing about you to make you stand out, or else you're just gonna, like, being yourself is fine and dandy, but like you kind of have to have a gimmick. It's kind of like pro wrestling. So I decided to do that, and you know, in the year and a half I made loot videos, I went from a channel of 72 subscribers, not really having a lot of views. My top viewed video was 300 views, and it was my channel introduction. So like, naturally what you first see when you go onto the channel, that like auto plays. So is that really having 300 views? To having a channel at 12,000 subscribers with videos well into the hundreds of thousands, and getting money from YouTube, getting money from Patreon, sponsorship video deals brought to me. Like, oh my god, I'm doing it. This is working. The loot videos are making my channel successful. This is so fantastic. I'm like riding high. Like I was so happy and so healthy and so like, oh my God, I did it. Like after like so many years on YouTube, for like well over a decade on this site, and trying and failing and trying and failing, an idea stuck, and it was working. And then YouTube comes around.
And he decides who to free and who to blame.
I first got a strike many months before the strike that happened on my channel happened. And it was what they called like a strike 0, where basically I had put the link of a certain website in the description, and they didn't like that. And goof on me, I didn't really realize that was a problem. And of course it is. And instead of like me hitting the link and that YouTube like error message, you can't do that, they let me do it and then took it away and then gave me a strike. And it's like, you could have just told me to not do that, but fine. So I had strike 0. So I really had like, it was like a this strike will stay in your account forever, it'll never go away. And I appealed it because I'm like, well, you guys could have just like taken it off, and they never got back to me. Fine, whatever, no big deal. Technically I had 0 strikes because it's like a warning strike that never goes away. So I'm still at 0 strikes technically. They take down a video of mine and they say it's bad, and like a different video. And no, I don't get a strike for it. They say, hey, this video is bad. And nothing's happening in the video, technically. Like there was some gropping, in the game, and they didn't like that, and it is in the rules. I'll give them that, but they didn't give me a strike. So that video got taken down, and then whatever, move on, edit out the clip. Then in early July of 2021, 6 months ago, which July began like the worst time, one of the worst times of my life. Up there, I'd say, I don't know, maybe number 2, number 3, pretty bad. Not number 1, but up there, right? I'm having this terrible moving process that I am almost done dealing with in December of 2021. As you can see, there are still moving boxes. I'm still getting settled. I'm not fully moved in, but whatever, it's fine. And so I'm the first week of July, I move into this new place, and it's just so bad getting in there. It's so stressful. And I finally settle down, and I'm like, okay, I can get through this. And I start working on stuff again, because of course, like the channel was like fantastic. So like as bad as life can be, my mood is still awesome, because I'm like, well, my channel's doing banger numbers, gangbusters even. And I get a notification that on my channel I've gotten a strike on a video and it's gotten taken down. And I'm like, oh, shiitake. Okay. So, right. So I check it. And the funny thing about this video too, it's episode, I think, 26 of Quickie. The one where you go buy a dress with Mai and stuff happens in the dressing room. If anyone remembers the original video, which of course it's so gone now, it was months ago and wasn't up for very long. When I was editing it, I even like thought it was funny to myself, where, I do a pixelization filter, right? Like I pixelate the screen. I hope Editing Me did that. And, there are basically, for a certain image, wherever your key is or whatever it is a certain amount of blocks high versus a certain amount of blocks wide. And the idea is that within these blocks, that is your frame, and it gets covered by this mosaic of these blocks, and then it blurs it. It's covered by this mosaic. Typically, I do around like 10 by 10 or 15 by 15 or 20 by 20. This video, I thought it'd be funny to do 2 by 2, so you really couldn't see anything. And I thought that was like, I don't know, just, because you're editing videos nonstop, you just need things to like, half the reasons why edits happen is because I'm sick of just like doing basic edits. I want to do something fun for a minute. Like I have all these years of knowledge of video editing since I was in like middle school. I want to use that sometimes. That's why we get stupid, dumb edits, because I'm sitting here, it's like 2 a.m, and I'm like all loopy, and I'm like, let's go, boys. Let's fucking go. And so we go and we have some fun. And so I have some fun. So in my brain, I'm like, this video is so pixelated, like you can't see anything. Of course, that's the video to get a strike and take down. And I'm like, oh my goodness. The one video where I was like, you can super not see anything, and they take it down. And I'm like, why? This is the one where I'm like, no, this was the one that I was deliberately was like, you cannot see anything. Other ones you can like, I can kind of tell what they're doing better maybe. This one it's like, I don't know what they're doing. Gets a strike. And I'm like, you know what? My channel's getting more popular. I should probably change the way I do loot videos. And so I spent a few days or a week or however long ago, I rethink my whole channel. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start doing this and that. I'm gonna change my videos so it's more like this. Cause you know, like the whole purpose of a strike, the whole reason why there's a strike system, like the whole 3 strikes you're out system is so that if you mess up and you like don't follow their rules, they will give you a strike. And the idea is to say, hey, you did something wrong. Here's your slip saying you did something wrong. Now, don't do it again. 2 more times, you're out, and you get that slip. And the idea is that you think you get it, and if it's like a truthful thing, if it's not like a wrongful strike, you go, okay, I did that. You're right. Shoot. I'm trying not to curse so they use mistakes in this video. I made 2 other videos on my old channel dunking on YouTube about their policies, and they both got flagged and stuff. And so I'm hoping that refraining from vulgar language might help this one. We'll see what happens. So you get a strike and you're supposed to go, if it's true, you're supposed to go, okay, I did this thing wrong. Now I will change my ways to do it right. So I got this strike and it said, hey, your video got taken down due to sexual content guidelines. And I'm like, okay, well, how can I change my content so that in the future, this doesn't happen to me? And that's what I started doing. And I was making all these plans and I'm like, okay, I gotta do this, this, and this now. I gotta rethink how I edit videos, how I make my content. But of course, also at the same time, I'm sitting to myself and I'm thinking, well, technically, censoring the content is totally within the guidelines. So I'm gonna appeal it. And I think this is when I made my mistake. Not like an actual mistake, but more like this is when YouTube took the chance to bend me over. I sent this appeal because yeah, technically censoring the video is totally fine. I'm not showing anything, nothing, like you can't tell what's going on. You would never know. I could take off the censorship and they're just like doing that. They're just like high-fiving. You never know because it's censored. You can't see it. Time goes by. And I'm like, you know, I'm not stressed because I'm sitting here thinking I got 2 more strikes for anything bad happens. And then like, you know, I get this strike. It's just 90 days and it goes away. So like, whatever. And I'm like rethinking my content, doing my thing. I'm home one day after this crazy move, sitting in my place, and I am editing a video, Space Rescue Code Pink Episode 4. And I'm in the middle of editing it. I'm having a good time, and I'm like, you know, I've moved in, I've settled down, I'm back to editing again. I'm getting my groove thing on, you know, and then I got 2 emails from YouTube in the exact same minute.
And I realized 3 fundamental truths at the exact same time.
These 2 emails have changed the next forever of my life, essentially. Unfortunately. So I got 2 emails. One of them, the first email says, I guess I'll just read it. I don't know. I have to say in essence. So I'm sorry. I got a strike the next day. I got my response the next day after my strike. In fact, let's just go. I literally cannot be seen. I'm just a ghost. All right, here it is, lads. So our team has reviewed your content. Unfortunately, it violates our sex and nudity policy. Remove the following content from YouTube. My dressing room experience. We live with a story. Yeah, that's basically just the scene where, you know, they're in the dressing room representing the entire time. So July 5th, this happens. Hi, Jawesome Possum. We reviewed your appeal for the following content. We reviewed your content carefully and confirmed that it violates our sex and nudity policy. We won't be putting your content back up on YouTube. However, we removed the strike from your channel because we found this violation of our policies to be less severe than we originally thought. So that's really interesting right there. this like admission from YouTube that my content, while still violating their policy, which I don't agree with, I don't think it ever did, isn't that severe. So for me, I'm like, oh, not that severe. Like, you know, for me, it's like, okay, I just gotta put the video back up, edit out the scene, or whatever. Because, you know, my thought process when I got that strike was like, okay, well, now I have to think about how I edit my content. And the idea I thought of was just cutting the scene wholesale and just having it available somewhere else for you to view uncensored anyway. Because I hate censoring the videos in the first place, because censoring takes so long, is so irritating. And for me, I kind of like, I don't know, it feels like because for me, it's how I'm viewing the experience, how I'm like interacting with it in the first place. So for you as a viewer to not see the content like uncensored feels like wrong almost. And then within the same minute, July 5th, 9:54 p.m., we reviewed your content, found severe or repeated violations of our community guidelines. Because of this, we removed your channel from YouTube. Now, the rest is just like them basically saying, oh, we're so sorry, but, you know, we have to do the right thing. But then it also talks about how we can, like, make an appeal or review it says review the guidelines, and it's like, okay. And then make an appeal after you review the guidelines to make sure, like, oh, did we mess up or did you mess up? So, yeah, this is very interesting. This came in the exact same minute. And that's, like, really funny to me that within the same minute, I get 2 emails. One saying, sorry, bro, your content's still down, but we took away the strike. No harm, no foul. Next time, don't do that. We're good. You know what I'm saying? It was a very, like, it was nice. I was like, oh, thank you. Like, I disagree with your decision that this video is in any way breaking any rule, but I'm happy you didn't keep the strike on my channel. How you took it away? I can move on with my life. I can do my thing, and the channel's gone. Now, I have like many theories as to how this happened. I think that maybe they legitimately removed it, like the strike, and then I don't know where the buttons are placed on the, like, where my account is, like on the, you ever like go to like minimize a tab and you accidentally, you know, or minimize a window and you go too far and you exit out of it. I think that's what happened to my channel. And because of that, I no longer have a channel. So of course I make an appeal. I made several appeals. They're all rejected within, like, I think a record-breaking, like, 15, 20 minutes normally would be the roundabout, like, sorry, sir. Freak yourself.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
And that would be the system. I'd make an appeal. No. Appeal, no, appeal, no. But since I'm a YouTube creator, I get access to chat support. Isn't that lovely? Chat support. I don't think I saved the chat that I had with the with the people over yonder at them YouTubes. Oh yeah, I so didn't. But that's fine. Essentially, the chat went something along the lines of this. We got the chats, fam. Here's what I got that saved on my Discord. I don't know if there's more chats. I'll probably figure out in a minute. Hello, Salvatore. Hello, I can really... I fucked up my own line that I wrote for my... Alright. Hello, I really hope you can help me. I understand you wanted to restore your YouTube account. Is that correct? Yes. I just want to let you know that you've contacted the support team for watching and purchasing paid content and subscriptions on YouTube. Well, then who do I talk to? Since this is out of our scope, we don't really have a way to help you with account access issues. I would really love to call and chat with like a real person, like over the phone. You may check this article on how to proceed. You're just a bot, aren't you? There's no department handling access issues to YouTube. We apologize for any inconvenience. So, like, clearly their chat system is run by bots. Who'd have thunk it, right? YouTube run by bots, crazy. So that's great. I loved that encounter. And if you just, I mean, I'm just not even gonna read this. You can just tell if you want to pause it and read that, like, they clearly aren't actually, like, reading the messages I'm sending. They're, like, picking up on keywords and giving me canned responses. But here's a fun one where they basically admit that only monetized channels have dedicated support. So essentially, the bot admits it's a bot by being like, yeah, only this certain thing has dedicated support, which I find so freaking funny. So I can't find the chat. Essentially, I'm talking to this bloke online. His name, I think, is like Kevin or something. It's Kevin. And I tell him my whole story, and basically he's like really weirded out that like he's giving me very canned responses, being like, your channel has a strike, got taken down, sorry. And I'm like, well, I also got an email saying I got my strike removed. The same minute I got my email talking about channel deletion, he was like, send that to me? And I didn't. He's like, that's very odd.
Okay, kindly give me a few minutes. You are correct. The strike has been removed.
Yes. And then the channel got terminated. Which is weird, right? That YouTube would remove the strike then terminate the channel?
Yes, this seems odd. Just a moment.
So I guess I'll now go through the email chain I had with YouTube.
Prick, prick, prick. Goes the scorpion's tail.
Hi there, I hope you're doing well. It was nice chatting with you earlier. As mentioned, I had to forward your concern to our internal team for further assistance. I'll make sure to have you updated as soon as they have provided their response. Reach out with any questions, yeah. Hi there, I hope this email finds you well. Our internal team has now made their response. Here's what they have to say. We reviewed your request regarding your channel and confirmed that you have violated our terms of service. Therefore, we will not reinstate your account. Refer to the terms of service. I wish I had better news for you, which I feel like is kind of a human response, especially that I wish I had better news for you. It felt like not a robotic response. Also, this is the guy who was like, that's kind of weird. My response, I appreciate all of your help, but this is ridiculous. My account only had one strike, and that strike was removed after review. My channel got deleted with no warning, which is what strikes are there to do. Give someone a warning and to get a chance to course correct. I was never given a chance. My content falls within the guidelines. I've read the rules plenty of times and I followed them to the letter. My channel needs to be reinstated. This is blatantly a mistake. This is the same minute I got an email saying the strike is lifted for not actually being severe enough instance to warrant the strike. And yeah. So like what I've been saying. Hi there. Thanks for the reply. This is Jester stepping in for Kevin. This is like, I love when people are stepping in for each other. It's happened like 2 or 3 times. It's like, why? Why can't I just work with one person and they just help me? I truly understand that you need to get your channel reinstated, and I know you've worked hard for your channel. Let me share details with you. Your account is terminated due to repeated or severe violations of our community guidelines on nudity and sexual content. YouTube's not a place for nudity, pornography, or other sexually provocative content. For more information, blah, blah, we decided to keep your account suspended. I won't be able to create or access other YouTube accounts. Sorry, I don't have better news for you. Feel free to reach out. Okay. And then we go with, I gotta go on a bit of a tangent here. And a lot of this I've already said before. I made a whole Google Forms post. I talk about how, you know, I'm a content creator. I have a stupid amount of videos. I play adult video games. My content is heavily censored. And I talk about Game Grumps does the same exact thing as me, if not, like, I'm not gonna say worse, but my censorship is harsher than theirs is. I have less views. I'm not as popular. When I censor baboingas or donkus, I am way more aggressive with it than Game Grumps, as you can see. But I can show this content because it is allowed on YouTube. And there's no way content with over like millions of views was not heavily reviewed by somebody. Also, Lead to Shoot Larry, the same video that has baboingas, has ads. So it is not demonetized. Well, myself and Game Grumps are basically doing the same thing. We're playing a game that is adult, making jokes and having a good time. We're both censoring it when we should be. What else is there? Let's do the community guidelines around nudity and sexual content. Explicit content meant to be sexually gratifying is not allowed on YouTube. Posting pornography may result in content removal or channel termination. Videos containing fetish content will be removed or age restricted. In most cases, violent, graphic, or humiliating fetishes are not allowed on YouTube. So basically, like, explicit content meant to be sexually gratifying is not on YouTube. That is fair. That makes total sense. Because that's not the kind of site this is for. It's not. I love when I got comments back in the day when my channel was up, of people being like, I wish this guy wouldn't have his face in the corner. I wish this guy wouldn't censor stuff. Please uncensor it. Please uncensor it. I will give you $20 to uncensor it. I will subscribe to your channel if you uncensor this video. And it's like, you're watching my content for the wrong reasons. people should not be trying to relieve themselves with Jawesome Possum after hours. It is definitely, it's like Porky's, man. It's like stuck up Porky's. All right. And if you kids don't know what Porky's is, well, use the Google device and figure it out. But yeah, it's sexually themed, but it's not meant to be gratifying. There's a reason why when I read the scenes that are those scenes, I sometimes give the girls funny voices and the guys funny voices, and I'm like, oh god, yeah, because I'm like trying to be stupid and funny. Like the idea is to make you have a good time, not have a good time. And yeah, it's very clear that like my content is not meant to be that. I'm very clearly making jokes. I'm deconstructing what I am playing. I'm providing commentary, etc., etc., etc. Here I have the policy, highlighting all the times it mentions that for the purpose of sexual gratification, or to provide the viewers with sexual gratification. Here we go, like this kind of stuff. Depictions of genitals, breasts, or buttocks, clothed or unclothed, for the purpose of sexual gratification. Now, obviously, I'm not going to show a lewd scene on YouTube. Of course not. However, I will show said lewd scene heavily censored and being made fun of to the point where you A, first of all, can't see what's happening because of the censorship, and B, I am intentionally causing, like, trying to make you laugh. Completely different emotions and you can't even tell what's going on. Unless your specific fetish, watching a guy on YouTube narrate a lewd scene you can't see because of censorship, and not just like censorship, but like censorship, then I'm still fine because it's not for that purpose. Yeah, pornography is depicting sexual acts, genitals, or fetishes for the purpose of sexual gratification on any surface, which is like, I guess if you have like someone was watching porno in the background, I don't know. Other types of content that violate this policy: explicit or implied depictions of sexual acts for the purposes of sexual content. Masturbation, fondling, or groping. That one's very cut and dry. So like, that one time they took in my video because I was showing Satomi getting her baboingas masseused at a library, and I didn't censor it because it was all over clothes. Fair. In the guidelines. I messed up. Thank you for that. That's fine. It's fine when they catch me. When they catch me, I'll own up to it. You know, I'm not the kind of person to sit here and go, YouTube policy is terrible, and they got me for things I didn't do. Like, no, I did that. Yeah, I did it. I own up to it. Yes. However, that's not what I got in trouble for. Masturbation or fondling of genitals, breasts, or buttocks. Using or displaying sex toys to provide viewers with sexual gratification. Now, like, I censor sex toys for the most part because I'm scared. But if I was moist critical, I wouldn't have to worry about that. I can have whole videos with dildos in the thumbnail and YouTube wouldn't care. But if I show a girl standing on a beach in a bikini, just standing there, not like standing, but like standing there, thumbnail taken down for sexual content. But moist critical can have, I don't know, can I edit together a whole collage of his dildo video thumbnails? There we go. If you think that's right, post your comments now. Vote now on your cellular devices. Animated or illustrated pornography, sex acts, or fetish content. Yes, that one doesn't say for sexual gratification, but also, you don't know what's happening behind the censorship. It could be anything. Nudity or partial nudity for the sexual content. Bestiality, of course, and so yeah. Aggregating content for the purpose of sexual gratification. What does that mean? Getting off on views? No wonder Leave View was taken out of here. And of course, I screenshotted this in case they ever changed the rules one day. But at the time of my channel going down, this was the rules. I don't know if it changed since then. God, I hope it changed for the better, but it probably didn't. I just go on to basically talk about how everything, right? I look at this, like this novella I wrote, right? With sources and citations and everything. And then the response I got: thanks for the reply and for sharing that information. I can only imagine how much hard work you invested on your channel to reach its status. One of my colleagues already submitted your channel for re-review for our internal team. Unfortunately, after careful review, they've confirmed that you violated our terms of service. Decision is final. We are not reinstate your account. Please note that we may terminate your channel or account after a single case of severe abuse, or when the channel is dedicated to a policy violation. We can't speak for other channels. If you find content that is inappropriate, you can report it. Have any queries, let me know. So basically, they read the whole... They didn't read it. They read the whole thing, and no one ever read it. And basically, we're like, wow, that's cool. Anyway, we still hate you so much. My response, okay, then how did I violate the terms of service? I'd like specifics, not just a link to the page. I've read it numerous times now. I can't find anything that I might have done. It's baffling how after all of that, the answer is still just a generic no. It comes back with, hi, hope this email finds you well. I know how important your channel is to you. Fortunately, I don't have any more information at this point. We've already shared all details in our previous emails to you. Thanks for understanding. Any questions, let us know. I say, no, I am not understanding. You guys lead the last 5 years of my hard work. The only answer I can get for you is give me a link to terms of service and you saying you did something bad here. I need specifics. Tell me what I did, please. I didn't uppercase that I. No wonder my channel didn't get reinstated. It's embarrassing. And now we get our next step in. This is Joel stepping in for Kevin, but Kevin already left. We've been talking to the Jester, but now Joel's stepping in for Kevin. I don't know if he's been following along. Check the email thread, and I'm very sorry to hear your channel is terminated. I know how frustrating it can be considering the hard work you put into your contents. You know this is by a person. They said your contents. I checked the account. It appears that you have a community guidelines warning strike and a strike. We understand mistakes happen and we don't mean to violate our policies. That's why the first violation is typically only a warning. Note that you'll only be warned once and that warning will remain in your channel. Next time your content is found to violate the community guidelines, you'll get a strike. Sometimes the single cases of abuse will result in channel termination without a warning. As it appears, you've already sent an appeal numerous times using the web form, and after every review that the appeal is sent, the channel will still remain terminated. Also, please note that this has been escalated to as well to our internal team, and after a thorough review of the channel, conclude the channel is still indeed violating our terms of service. So, this email like really reveals some interesting information for me that you can get your channel terminated without warning. Sometimes a single case of serial abuse results in channel termination without warning. So what's the point of the strike system, fellas? Huh? What's the point? What's the point of having a system in place that people can mess up 3 times before getting kicked out? What is the point of having that if you are not even going to adhere to it? And then when you don't adhere to it, don't tell me what happened to it to make this even happen in the first place. It's such an inane, just stupid, ridiculous policy that, like, why bother having strikes? If you're just gonna come out and say, sucks to suck, brother, like, ridiculous. So I follow back with talking about how my strike was taken off and how I would like to continue the conversation, and then they just don't ever respond. Yeah. So there's that. So if you don't realize here, a fun thing about this is that these emails started July 6th, right? So channel deleted July 5th. July 5th, right? July 6th, emails start happening. So on July 5th, I was talking to someone over chat, Kevin here. July 6th, email started. Get an email from them. July 7th, another email. By the way, both these at 4:30 a.m., 4 a.m. Interesting. I respond back July 7th, 6 a.m. because I woke up for work. July 8th, 3 a.m. Get a response. July 8th, 4:46 p.m. because I have a job. July 9th, 3:30 a.m. Next response. My response, July 9th, 7 a.m. Response back. July 10th, 3:45 a.m. I respond back, 7:45 a.m. Same day, July 10th. And then July 10th, and the one that sounded the most human came back at like a normal human time, 9 p.m. July 10th, right? And then I respond back a little later, July 10th, and then July 11th hits. No response on that day, right? Every time I sent a response, I got one back. The next day at like 3 or 4 a.m. But once it hit the 7th day, no more responses. 7 days post channel deletion, I am out of responses. And nothing ever comes ever again. So multiple things are interesting. First of all, 3 to 4 a.m., that is clearly not in the United States. Which I don't actually mind, really, right? Let's get full screen here. I don't mind that their customer service chat station, email response station is not in the US. I don't care, right? What I do care about is, though, that that's where your customer base is. Like, if I'm a US user and I need responses at like normal human US times, then having my support team be somewhere in another time zone that is so far off from mine that, like, I'll get a response to a problem I asked for, like, you know, Thursday at 7 a.m. I have a problem. Friday at 4 a.m. I'll get a response. Almost the whole day has passed, and by the time I wake up and see that email, a whole day has passed, right? Then Friday at, I don't know, let's say like 12 p.m., I send my response because I'm up, I check my email, whatever. And Saturday at 4 a.m., the next email comes in. So it's always gonna be on delay, because when I send my response email, the people who read the emails, who are helping me on my case, are asleep. Because for them, now I'm the asshole sending emails at 4 in the morning, right? And they probably come in and they're like, we always come into work and there's like a whole list of emails, and, you know, because they're asleep when they're all coming in. They're all sleeping. So they come into work and it's like, Jesus, I have 300 emails, guys. Poor Jester's like, I can't respond to all these in a timely fashion. And, you know, they have to respond to like PewDiePie and Smosh and Jacksepticeye before they get down to little old me. 4 a.m. Here I go, right? I don't mind the principle of a station somewhere else, but like, they need to figure out a way to get the responses to where it's gonna be most efficient for everyone involved. Like, I can't be waiting like over 24 hours for a response to a problem that I only have 7 days to fix that I didn't know about, right? I didn't know that I had a 7-day window of time post channel deletion to when I could no longer email support, because that's what happens. I got email support because I was a monetized content creator, and the second my channel was deleted, I was put on a time clock, and a time clock says in 7 days this account no longer gets any more support. And since it wasn't resolved in those 7 days because they kept stonewalling me, every time I would send them, like, you know, like a well-detailed, documented reasoning as to why my channel should not be deleted. Like, here's the fucking Gettysburg Address of reasons why. And they come back, like, over 24 hours later, like, sorry, you suck, bro. And that would be it. And it's just like, it's also so crazy to me that, like, not only is it like, I don't have enough time to work with them and they don't want to work with me. I only got 7 days, but also I can't call. There is no YouTube, Google call center I can speak with that will help me with my problem. Here's some footage of me trying to do just that. Fair warning, the camera angle's a bit weird. It's in a weird aspect ratio because I was streaming and I just like opened up OBS, hit record, so I just apologize for the weird quality. I just moved into this place and this was all happening, and whatever, play the footage.
Look up here, man, I'm in danger.
You have reached a call source number that is no longer in service. Please check the number you have dialed.
Okay, well, looks like Google's customer service number does not work. I got this. That's off Business Insider. Too fair from 2019, but like, it's Business Insider. Wouldn't you think that they would have the up-to-date number? I don't know. It runs Business Insider.
Hi, welcome to Google Ads.
Oh, ads.
Para español, presione 2.
Ads.
Hi, thanks for calling Google. Or, if you can't sign into your account, press 3. I'm sorry, I did not receive a response. Okay, at Google, we take our user security very seriously, so for your protection, we don't change any account info over the phone. Our specialists recommend that you start at our account recovery page, which is google.com/recovery. That page will walk you through the steps you need to get back into your account. And it's designed in such a way that only you can recover your account and not anyone else. That page one more time is google.com/recovery.
He's gonna just hang up, isn't he?
Thanks for calling.
Fuck me in the dick. Let's try again.
Hi, thanks for calling Google.
This person says
If you
5
can't
and
sign
4.
into your account, please visit... I'm sorry, that is not a valid response. If you can't sign into your account, please visit google.com/recovery. For your protection, we don't change any account info over the phone. To get you to the right specialist, it helps to know what type of support you need. If it's for apps, music, or other purchases from Google Play, press 1. Support for a hardware device? Press 2. Or, if you can't sign into your account, press 3. Thanks for calling.
He just hangs. So you call Google and they're like, hey man, do you have a problem with some purchases? Hardware? Or can't get into your account? Well, that's the only reason why you'd be calling us. There's no other reason why you'd want to call us. How can we help? You can't, apparently. Apparently there's no help. Get support. Give me a number. How does Google not have a call center? You'd think. You can always call Google's office. That'd be spicy. Call the Googleplex. 650-253-0000. Man, look at you guys with the 0000s. That's pretty snazzy.
Welcome to the Googleplex. To help you get to the right area of Google, first, if you're calling about Google services for your business, press 1. Otherwise, press 2.
Okay. 2.
Thanks.
No
Now,
problem.
if you're calling because you can't get into your Gmail account, press 1. Otherwise, for help with one of our devices or the Play Store, press 2. For YouTube, 3. Google Earth and Maps, 4. For the Mountain View Campus Reception Desk, press 5. Or for anything else, press 6.
3 of YouTube.
Okay,
Technically.
usually the best place to get help with YouTube is through the online help center
No, it's
at
not.
youtube.com/support.
No, it's not.
Okay, let me check if someone's available. Keep in mind that we don't have any support teams at this office. You can find product support contact info at google.com/support. Otherwise, just a moment. Just so that you know, we record calls for quality and training subject to our privacy policy. Hang on. We take some extra steps to ensure the safety of our team, and you may experience longer than usual wait times. For fast answers to most commonly asked questions, please visit our website at support.google.com or continue to hold for the next available agent.
I've left the hole for the next
We're busier than usual today. Unfortunately, it looks like it could be at least an hour and a half before one of our agents is freed up to direct your call. If you don't have time to wait, you can find contact info for most of our product support teams at google.com/support. In the meantime, I'll play some music.
An hour and a half. Brother. This is a banger. Mm-hmm.
Sorry about this, but it looks like our agents have stepped away for a bit, so they can't direct your call right now. To find out how to contact their support teams directly, please go to google.com/support. Thanks for bearing with us.
I knew it. I knew it. So here's what happened. I was recording for a while, recording the call, and then I look over at the recording and I'm like, wait a minute. It's 4:59. How much money do you want to bet that at 5 o'clock they're gonna tell me, sorry, we're closed. 2 seconds later it hit 5 o'clock, and that's what fucking happened. Oh my god. Just tell me that no one can take my call because the queue's too long and you're closing soon. Our agents have stepped away. Yeah, they went home for the day. Heaven forbid you want to fucking talk to Google, right? I also work the same hours. This is the one day of the week where I'm off earlier than like 6 o'clock. I'm sorry I work retail. Shit. How dare I try to get support? Are you fucking kidding me? So like you call and they're like, hey, I have to wait an hour and a half. And I'm like, you know what? As annoying as that is and I have places to be after this, fine, I'll wait. But then like I get 20 minutes in the waiting. I spend 20 minutes of my time waiting, and you're like, our agents have stepped away. Just tell me that you're not gonna take the call. If they had said, hey, the line is too long, and by the time we get to you, it'll be closed. Don't bother, call back tomorrow. I'd be like, yeah, okay. That makes that makes total sense. I'd still be annoyed because, like, I wish they'd be open later. But I'd be understanding. I'd be like, alright, that's just closing time. I'll call back tomorrow. Didn't even say that. They said Aiden stepped away. So I could call back, and then they're gonna tell me that they're closed. Fuck. Son of a bitch. Get my fucking channel back. Shit, dog. Alright. Here's a further go fuck myself real quick while I'm here. So I'm like, fine, I'll go do some chatting, right? And so for starters, it's like, you're in the partner program. You can access through your support help, whatever. So if you don't see the chat option, make sure to sign into a channel that's in the YouTube partner program. So clearly, since my channel's been deleted, I'm not in the partner program anymore, because why would I be? So I only have the email option. Whereas before, when my channel first got deleted, I was still having the chat option. So now I can't even chat with somebody. Oh my god, I hate this so much. Hi, I had another phone number to try. Let's see if this works. It says a 24-hour customer service number.
The number you dialed is not a working number. Please check the number and dial again. El número que marcó no está en servicio. Verifíquelo y márquelo de nuevo. Message 3, WA01ML.
What was that last part? WA01AL. Shit was that? 24/7 Google customer service number. I love that a number that is on their site is like not a working number. Your Google! Indian grievances. Okay, maybe that was just not a good number, but why is it under the... It's under the Google search, and it's Google. Oh, man. I feel like I should have to call out of work one day, because I work mornings and shit. Complaint. Okay, well, that doesn't help me. Cover account. Alright, you just... How much you want to bet they're, like, closed today? Wells Fargo? Wells Fargo building. Oh, okay. Google Portland. I guess close at 5 o'clock. Open 24/7. See this? They're open. Ah, no phone number. No phone number. Maybe I'll call somebody over this coffee place. But okay, the next time they walk by, just bang on the door. Next time one of the Google people come for coffee, let them know. Jawesome Possum, I'd like his account back, please. No phone number. That's so weird. Seattle. There's legit no number for the. There's no number for the Portland location. It's very interesting. How about Seattle? God, open till 9 to 5. Fucking closed on the weekends. 9 to 5. Heaven forbid you have a shift that is in line with Google. Why is there no call center? Why is there no Google call center? I'm baffled. Baffled. I cannot believe. There's one in Kirkland. Alright. Alright, there's no phone number for Google Building A, B, or C. There's no phone number for any of those. Wait, Google. Nope. That is bizarre. Oh, Building D. Man. Alright. Shit. On my nuts. Slap him around. We can give him a call. I think the number's on the thing. Yeah, Kirkland number. Fuck it. Like, we're here. 8-1.
Dialed. Please check the number and dial again. No es posible realizar la llamada tal y como se marcó el número. Favor de verificar el número y márquelo de nuevo. Message 2, WA01ML.
How do you not have a call center? You're a good. Here's Pornhub over here being like amazing. Instant response. I don't want to fix a I want to talk to a human. Let me talk to a human. That's my biggest thing, is that I never get to talk to a human. It's always like, they just assume that your problem's already solved. Well, for them, there's no problem with me. For them, they're like, hey man, look at the guidelines. It's just taking me to the fucking guidelines thing. Let me talk to a human. Chat with. I love when they say, sure, like, you can do this. You can have an online chat with someone. And it's like, well, how do you have an online chat? It's like, yeah, you just have an online chat with someone. How? Why will no one just have a link? Nothing is, like, helpful at all. Here's other people who have the same issue. This guy had 5K subs over 8 years. This channel deleted the same minute the strike was removed. This guy had the same problem. Why can't I reply? I can only reply to myself. I can't even reply to, like, this person. This person's saying BitChute, which, like, yeah, I get it, but, like, where's the money in BitChute? I agree with you. I'm so sorry. These poor people, man. So it's not just me this has happened to. Like, other people have had the same issue. Ridiculous. It'd be fucking ridiculous that they would do this to people.
Now, if you're calling because you can't get into your... Okay, usually the best place to get help with YouTube is through the online help center at youtube.com/support. Okay, let me check if someone's available. Keep in mind that we don't have any support teams at this office. You can find product support contact info at google.com/support. Otherwise, just a moment. Just so that you know, we record calls for quality and training subject to our privacy policy. Hang on. We've taken some extra steps to ensure the safety of our team, and you may experience longer than usual wait times. For fast answers to most commonly asked questions, please visit our website at support.google.com or continue to hold for the next available agent. It looks like we're busier than usual today. Our agents will be on with earlier callers for a while, so they can't direct your call at the moment. In the meantime, you can find contact info for most of our product support teams at google.com/support. Thanks for bearing with us. It looks like we're busier than usual today. Our agents will be on with earlier callers for a while, so they can't direct your call at the moment. In the meantime, you can find contact info for most of our product support teams at google.com/support. Thanks for bearing with us.
I'm gonna try calling the Google that's here in Seattle. See what happens.
Welcome to Google Seattle. To help you get to the right area of Google, first, if you're calling about Google services for your business, press 1. Otherwise, press 2.
Different person this time.
To help you get to the right area of Google, first, if you're calling about Google services for your business, press 1.
Probably answer the first
Thanks.
one.
Now, if you're calling because you can't get into your Gmail account, press 1. Otherwise, if you need support for one of our devices or the Play Store, press 2. Google Earth or Maps, 3. Concerns about online content, 4. Or, for anything else, press 5. Okay, if you're looking for support, you can find contact info for most of our support teams at google.com/support. Otherwise, if you need to reach the reception desk at our campus, let me check if someone's available.
Hello. The person you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the beep.
Hello there. My name is Salvatore Haran. I am the owner of a YouTube channel that was taken down on the 5th of July, and I've been in contact with support through you guys for about a week, and then about 6 days ago, all communication ceased. I've been emailing back and submitting appeals, and I've gotten no response whatsoever. I really just have to talk to somebody about my account. I think that the takedown was done in error, and I just really want to speak to a person, like, over the phone that I can discuss with, and because this emailing thing, I will send an email back and I'll get a reply the next day at like 3 in the morning. I just love to talk to a person, so Please call me back. Please get back to me as soon as possible. I just want to sort this out. Appreciate your time. Bye. I left a message. Sweet fucking Jesus. So they're talking about going to like google.com/support for contact. So I typed it wrong. Once you're in here, you like get all these dashboards and you're like, oh, well, theoretically, I'll click on Google or YouTube. And then it's just either help videos, known issues, and there's no actual communication. You just go through the things and you find your problem, and then that's all you get. You don't get to talk to anybody at YouTube. That's fantastic. Support and guidance. Help center. Get help as a YouTube creator. Learn how to get in touch with the support team. But of course, if I'm not a member anymore, I can't get the chat. So that's fantastic. How to get help. It really says, okay, so I can go. So for partners, it links me to this page, which is not helpful. Creators, this page, it's the same link either way, no matter what you do, same link. The Creator Hub, which is how I got here in the first place. If you have questions, you get info, you just get shuttled to the generic, thing. When you guideline questions, here's all your links, buddy. And then it's like, oh yeah, you can also just, tweet at us. No phone number, no communication, no nothing. I'm too weak. Don't kill me, please. It's called Googleplex again. That was pretty fun.
To the Googleplex. To help you get to the right area, thanks. Now, if you're calling because you can't get into your Gmail account, press 1. It looks like we're busier than usual today. Our agents will be on with earlier callers for a while, so they can't direct your call at the moment. In the meantime, you can find contact info for most of our product support teams at google.com/support. Thanks for bearing with us.
Trash. This is trash.
Hi, welcome to the Googleplex. For the Mountain View campus reception desk, press 5. Or for anything, alright, we don't provide support here at our Mountain View campus, so if you're trying to reach support, you can find contact info for many of our support teams at google.com/support. If you'd like help looking up more information, let me check if someone is available. Just so that you know, we record calls for quality and training subject to our privacy policy. Hang on. It looks like we're busier than usual today. Our agents will be on with earlier callers for a while, so they can't direct your call at the moment. In the meantime, you can find contact info for most of our product support teams at google.com/support. Thanks for bearing with us.
So, the Mountain View Google offices, their support is like, no, go die. So that's cool. Super cool.
Welcome to Google Seattle. To help you get to the right area of Google, first, if you're calling about Google services for your business, press 1. Otherwise, press 2. Or, for anything else, press 5.
I'm concerned about online
you can find
content.
resources online about removing content at google.com/support/legal. That's google.com/support/legal. Thanks for calling.
No one works at Google. I'm still on the line though. I'm not hung up yet. I'm just on this line forever, I guess. Okay. Well, that's something special. I want to know they haven't hung up yet. It's been like a few minutes and they're just like, they're vibing. So I'm chill on the line here until they call back. So there's the Googleplex X development. What the hell is that? Alright. Google Inc. We have the Google Irving building. The Irvine building. Which... I don't know what it does. They haven't hung up. They're just like vibing. I don't understand. Ridiculous. just hung up. I show everybody. All right, so here's the number I got. Does Google have a customer service number? Call toll free 1-800-419-0157 from google.com, and I called it, and it rang, which was a rarity.
The number you dialed is not a working number. Please check the number and dial again. El número que marcó no está en servicio. Verifíquelo y márquelo de nuevo. Message 3, WA01ML.
419-0157. It leaves you pretty defeated, honestly, when all you want to do is get some help on something, and they won't help you.
Hi, welcome to the Googleplex. It looks like we're busier than usual today. Our agents will be on with earlier callers for a while, so they can't direct your call at the moment. In the meantime, you can find contact info for most of our product support teams at google.com/support. Thanks for bearing with us.
She says thanks for bearing with us and then hangs up. No, even if the channel gets taken, gets brought back, I have no faith in this company. I'm gonna call the reception
welcome
desk.
to the Googleplex in Mountain View, California. It looks like we're busier than usual today. Our agents will be on with earlier callers for a while, so they can't direct your call at the moment. In the meantime, you can find contact info for most of our product support teams at google.com/support. Thanks for bearing with us.
Welcome to Google Kirkland. To help you get to the right area of Google, first, if you're calling about Google services for your business, press 1. Otherwise, press 2. Thanks. Okay, if you're looking for support, you can find contact info for most of our support teams at google.com/support. Otherwise, if you need to reach the reception desk at our campus, let me check if someone's available.
Fantastic. I doubt it.
Welcome to Google Kirkland. To help you get to the right area of Google, first, if you're calling about Google services for your business, press 1. Otherwise, press 2.
Hello, this is Salvatore here, and I'm assuming this is a message. It just played the first part of the phone tree again when I called the reception desk. But I run a YouTube channel called Jawesome Possum. I've been trying to get in contact with somebody. I was chatting with someone, moved to email, and then thank you so much and have a great day. I'm sure to call back because I'm not sure if this was actually a message or not. Because again, it just played the thank you for calling and then beeped. Have a good day. Bye. That was so weird. It played the first part of the phone tree and then just went and then beeped as if it was a message. Alright, we left the message at Seattle and Kirkland. Portland has no phone number. I guess now my job is to just go down the list alphabetically of every Google office until I get someone to talk to. So that's one.
Welcome to Google Ann Arbor. To help you get to the right area of Google, first, if you're calling about Google services for your business, press 1. Otherwise, press 2. Or, for anything else, press 5. Okay, if you're looking for support, you can find contact info for most of our support teams at google.com/support. Otherwise, if you need to reach the reception desk at our campus, let me check if someone's available.
Please. Hello? Just stop ringing. Okay, 10 more seconds. See what happens. Okay, so the Google Ann Arbor number, if you try to reach the reception desk, it rings, and then it just stops ringing. Okay, Google Anna. Here we go.
Welcome to Google Atlanta. To help you get to the right area of Google, first, if you're calling about Google services for your business, press 1. Otherwise, press 2. Or, for anything else, press 5. Alright, we don't provide support here at this office, but you can find contact info from many of our support teams through our online help center at google.com/support. There you'll get the right support options depending on the product you're calling about. That was google.com/support. Thanks for calling.
Atlanta doesn't even have a receptionist. And then they just let you on the line. I love that they just don't hang up. They're just like, yeah. Stuck here. Okay, well. Atlanta. I thought Atlanta would at least have something. This wasn't from that area. I expect more. I recall Google in Austin. Austin is a bit more of a bigger city. I thought Atlanta was a big city, but...
Welcome to Google Austin. To help you get to the right area of
Shit,
Google,
hit the wrong button.
first, if you're calling about Google services for your business, press 1. Otherwise, press 2. Press 5.
5.
Alright, we don't provide support here at this office, but you can find contact info from many of our support teams
Austin?
through our online help center at google.com/support. There you'll get the right support options depending on the product you're calling about. That was google.com/support. Thanks for calling.
Good fucking god. No one has a receptionist. So, Ann Arbor had a receptionist, but no one picked up. Atlanta and Austin have no receptionist. I thought for sure. Also, wait, Boulder has 3 buildings. Boulder might be it. Boulder has 3 buildings. All with the same number, obviously. Boulder could be it. If it wasn't the stand.
Welcome to Google Boulder.
Okay.
To help you get to the right area of Google, first, if you're calling about Google services for your business, press 1. Otherwise, press 2. Alright, we don't provide support here at this office, but you can find contact info from many of our support teams through our online help center at google.com/support. There you'll get the right support options depending...
Man, here's the fucking thing, right? Like, I know they're saying COVID, but... it's bullshit. It's such bullshit. It's not COVID. You're lying. You're lying. I'm gonna call the Googleplex again because it's been a minute and maybe someone's there to help me out.
Welcome to the Googleplex.
2,
To help you
3.
It looks like we're busier than usual today. Our agents will be on with earlier callers for a while, so they can't direct your call at the moment. In the
Let me talk to that Googleplex receptionist.
Hi, welcome to the Googleplex. We're busier than usual today. Unfortunately, it looks like it could be at least an hour and a half before one of our agents is freed up to direct your call. If you don't have time to wait, you can find contact info for most of our product support teams at google.com/support. In the meantime, I'll play some music.
I also want to let everybody know that it took me like 45 minutes to finally just get the chance to wait. And while I'm doing them, I'm actually deal with Pornhub support, who's been amicable. So.
Sorry about this, but it looks like our agents have stepped away for a bit, so they can't direct your call right now. To find out how to contact our support teams directly, please go to google.com/support. Thanks for bearing with us.
That was right when it hit 12:30. By the way, I wanted to know that was like 12:30, like just hit. So I called the Googleplex. So let's see, what are their hours? So I'm gonna assume they're 9 to 5. They probably take lunch right now. That's so irritating. Let's immediately just redial them.
Sorry about this, but it looks like our agents have stepped away for a bit, so they can't direct your call right now. To find out how to contact our support teams directly, please go to google.com/support. Thanks for bearing with us.
So it hit 12:30 now. They're all like, "Oh, we can't help you. Oh my god." All right, well, till another time. This is it for today.
For the usual wait time. For fast answers to most commonly asked questions, please visit our website at support.google.com or continue to hold for the next available agent. We're busier than usual today. It could be at least a half hour before one of our agents is freed up to direct your call. If you don't have time to wait, you can find contact info for most of our product support teams at google.com/support. In the meantime, I'll play some music.
Half hour. Half hour. Half hour. Oh my god. Starting the recording back up. We've been on the phone now for 28 minutes. Waiting. There's 2 minutes left from the countdown. Theoretically, they will talk to us soon. I'm on the phone waiting. There I am. Okay, so it's 2:30 in the afternoon. I've been on hold with Google, waiting in line for an hour and a half now. I just said it'd be half an hour. I have stuff to do. I have to go live my life. I can't stay on the phone all day, so I'm gonna go. I want to know that an hour and a half waiting for the Googleplex to just answer me. Ridiculous. Terrible customer service. Honestly. So, that's it for today. Just wasted an hour and a half of my life just sitting here waiting for the phone to ring. It's, really awesome. Despicable. Oh, hey, yeah, wasn't that fun? So I like the part where I'm waiting and I think to myself, I bet you money they close at 5 p.m. And then right as 5 hits and I'm waiting on hold, click. I spent days on the phone. It was just sitting and I listened to the music over and over and like they only have like 7 tracks and they loop every 10 minutes and no one picked up. No one. I called multiple locations. I called so many places. No one is there to talk to you. And I would like go over to the offices, but like, first of all, I got a bus there. It's too much time. There's a pandemic. And also, no one would help me. Like, I would go, but let's be real, guys. If I showed up at Googleplex, no one would help me. Because Google/YouTube doesn't want to help people who are in need. Doesn't want to help people who think they've been wronged. Who've had years of hard work destroyed because of them, who've had a source of money taken away from them. I am not a rich man. I just spent the whole summer moving 3 times. I live alone. I have a little studio apartment now, so the setups, I haven't figured out my recording setup, but it's so messy because I don't have as much space anymore, and I'm like constantly having to like donate things and sell a lot of things because I don't have space or money. Like I need money to pay rent. I'm like working like at my job, like doing overtime because I need money. YouTube was starting to become a revenue stream for me. $100-200 in ad revenue a month. That's meals. That's like my phone plan, internet plan. Like that pays for things. There's a reason why on Jawesome Possum I so very seldomly play a new game. It's because I can't afford them. Like I'm a dork. I want to play the new thing that comes out. I want to play the fun new games, right? I see the trailers, I see the gameplay, I watch other people play it, and I'm like, God, I would have loved to play Halo Infinite. You know what I mean? Like I've been a Halo stan since like 2001, bro. Like this is the first Halo game I'm not gonna play the campaign on launch for in like my life, and that sucks. But I'm also dirt broke. YouTube up and comes over here and deletes my channel, does nothing to help me, makes no attempt to explain their actions outside of a generic, here's the gigantic terms of service, kid. Good luck figuring out what you did in there. Then you read the whole thing and you're like, I did none of those things. And they're like, you did something. You did something in here you did. You can't specify like what article, like article B subsection C. They can't like tell me that, right? They gotta be like, you did something. And then, you know, take away my monetization revenue, take away, like, because now I have no content to put on my Patreon. So now my Patreon patrons have been dropping every month. The sponsorship deals I was gonna do have now disappeared because, well, before I was somebody. I had an account, I had a fan base, I had a following, whatever you want to call it. I made videos, people watched them. Now who am I? I'm now just some guy who works at a grocery store. You know what I mean? And that's like... And then YouTube, of course, doesn't care because 20 more people just like me will take my place. So why would they ever bother to care about me? Why should they? There's no reason for them to. Because you want to know why? They have a monopoly. Like, they're not... Like, no one's going to go anywhere else. All the new startups come up, you know, and then they fail. Or they become like some weird... They get taken over by some weird subsection, right? I try other places and I go there and all the content on there is like people who are like... Who run off out of YouTube because their content is just like wackadoodle. And I'm not saying everyone's is on like these other sites, but like... You know, it's like when I go on there, it's all like conspiracy theory shit and like right-wing, alt-right bullshit. I'm like, oh, well, I wonder why they're here and not on YouTube. Surprise. God, I want to put my funny lewd gameplays on this channel, on this, you know, on this site. YouTube doesn't care because they know there's nowhere else for me to go. Just gonna make another account and see what happens this time, or I give up. And like, I thought about giving up. And I think if this would have happened to me over a year and a half ago, before I really sat down and tried to make this channel a thing, you know, because I was at like 72 subscribers before, you know, essentially blew up. And I didn't think this channel had a chance. Honestly, I thought to myself, I'm going to do this for like, until like the 5-year anniversary of the channel. And if it fails, it fails. And I did my best and time to move on to the next endeavor because I'm a creative guy. Like, I write books, I compose albums, I've made short films and web shows. Like, there's other stuff out there for me. But I gave this thing a shot because I had a vision, I had an idea, I had a goal of, like, telling these stories and making this content to make people laugh and have a good time. And, like, I really enjoy that. I love being funny. I love making people laugh and telling wacky stories and, like, having people have a good time, you know? I love that. That's like the best parts of my day is when I'm like talking to someone and like I make them laugh and I tell them something wacky and they're like, what? And they're like interested. And I'm like, that like fuels me, man. That makes me so happy to be a storyteller. And in this day and age, it's like, you know, this is a way to tell stories. It's like I'm experiencing it myself. I'm experiencing it with you. We're doing something interesting and transformative with it, and we're having a good time. And like, you know, help you wind down after a long day, or take your mind off of a bad day of work on your lunch break, or late break from school, or your kids, or whatever, right? Like, that's the goal of YouTube, man. But like, what YouTube knows that there are people just like me, and if they screw me over and delete my channel with no warning, they don't care, because either I'm gonna come back or I'm not gonna come back. And either way, 20 more people will show up, want to do the same thing, want to make content, want to be big and good, and like make it in the fucking great wide yonder. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And that really is demoralizing. I've spent the last 6 months kind of in a terrible mental place. I was incredibly depressed after my channel was deleted, and like initially like shocked and depressed, but also driven to like, oh well, I'll get it back. There's no way I can't get this back. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I'm starting to ramble now. I'm getting like pissed. This video has been swimming in my head since the moment this whole thing went down. Since the second my channel got deleted, I've been ruminating on this, and I thought about like a script about it, and I'm like, no, I need to be authentic. But every time I go to work, and I'm at work, and I'm doing something pointless, or I'm walking home from work, and I'm just like tired, and I'm just thinking, I've been thinking about this video over and over and over in my head. It's just so frustrating, because YouTube doesn't follow their own rules, and new rules just show up. Like, what did I do? What rule did I violate? Honestly, not, oh well, Sal, you know that it was like lewd, so you should have known. But no, like, what did I actually do though? Like, really, what did I do? Like, really? Come on, nothing. Honestly, nothing. Like, I will fight anyone on this. I did nothing wrong, and this is all ridiculous. Not to mention that they even said that the video I got in trouble for wasn't even that bad in the first place. So what was it? Did something else happen? Did something else occur while they were in the same minute that they were deleting my strike and keeping my video off the channel? They also found out something else, but didn't specify. Like, when I got the strike, they gave me a fucking timestamp. This is the video. This is the violation. They didn't say like what is in the video, but they gave me like more of like a general like sexual content nudity violation at this time code. Okay, awesome. I go to the time code and I go, okay, like, you know, all right, fine. Like, still no, but at least I got like a specific time code. I got like, you know, I got a time code. It's better than nothing. My channel deleted, and it's like, oh, severe or multiple community guideline strikes. And it's like, okay, my channel gets a strike. I see it. I see the strike. It says 1 out of 3 strikes. Here's what the strike is for. Here's a list. Here's number 1. Here's when it expires. Awesome. Super great. Community guideline strike. Where do I go to find that? Is there a place? I don't know. When I made a new channel, this channel, I was checking monetization, and there's a new thing there saying you have 0 active community guideline strikes. And I'm like, oh. So a new system got put into place, and somehow I had already received either enough strikes or a severe enough strike to ding me up to bad, and then channel got deleted. Now, does this mean that I wasn't given a fair shake because other people were experiencing the same exact problem at the exact same time as I am? Maybe. That could be a possibility. Hire more people. There's a fucking, like, everyone wants a job, everyone wants a remote job. Shit, hire me, YouTube. I'll review stuff for you, and I'll do it fairly, and I'll follow the rules. But you probably don't want that. Also, I'm not up at 4 in the morning, which is apparently where you need your people to be up at. Sorry, the 4 a.m. thing's been living in my head, rent free for months now, and it's been like eating me up inside. So I have theories about what the community guideline strike was. I think it's my Gotcha Life video. There were some comments on there, and if I can find them in my emails, I'll show you. I didn't screen cap any because they were just funny and I didn't think anything of it, but there were people. So, okay, I should talk about Gacha Life and Tentacle Locker.
Now that I've lost everything to you, you say you wanna start something new.
Okay. This is all conspiracy theory time here. This is just my game theory. This doesn't actually, like, this is a complete sidebar. You can skip this if you want to. I made a video called Max the Elf. A video about a game called Max the Elf. This is a game that has been on my on my itch.io account. I have a list of games I want to play on After Hours, all the loot games I want to play, and that's been on there for a while. And like it's about a femboy, and so I wanted to play it because I'm a little queer bitch. So I play it. And I think nothing of it, right? Like I think like, okay, like it was like a 4-minute video. It's like a little side scroller. It took a lot of editing because it's like, it's a side scroller and people are jumping around and then like the do's happening on screen as things are moving. And so it's a lot of like keying things that are moving at weird intervals and making sure they're censored so no one sees anything. Not that it matters anymore. Made that video, did pretty banger numbers, and I thought, oh, right on. Level 2 comes out, I make a video on level 2. I made this one longer because I'm like, well, I have to milk this content. Yeah. That was a femboy joke about milk. Make a second video, more of a provocative thumbnail, provocative name, longer, more content, more stuff. This video blows the F up, does gangbusters. It was doing something real good, and like I noticed in the video that, like, I checked the analytics because I'm kind of a numbers guy. I like analytics and seeing trends and things, which is why like I think that doing the loot stuff was a move I made because I saw the way things were going and I said I gotta do that. So I was checking like where a lot of my views came from, and it came from searching a game called Tentacle Locker. And I thought to myself, well, if I'm getting a fuck ton of views from people looking up another game, I might as well just play that game. And so I did. And it's a super basic game where you control this sentient locker and girls are walking by. You snatch a girl into the locker starts banging with hearts everywhere. You look inside the locker, things are happening. Super basic, super just like, if this is your thing, this is the game for you. I did 2 videos. I really milked the content on that one because they're like both like really short, and I was like, okay, here we go. I got a lot of comments from people being angry at me. And I was like, hello? Hello? I don't know why that's funny. But it was people talking about this thing called Gacha Life and Gacha Heat. And they're getting all spicy with me about it. And they're throwing a whole hissy fit. And I'm like, what is Gacha Life? What's Gacha Heat? Look up Gacha Heat. Don't look up Gacha Heat. Gacha Life is a game. It's a kid's game. And it's all it's all like kind of revolving around the gacha mechanic of, they're going to the movie theater and you see like a whole thing of like balls with little figures in it. You put a coin in, you crank it, you get a little figure, you don't know what you're going to get. That's gacha. Much more prevalent in Japan than it is here in the US. It's sort of in the US, it's not really like a thing. It's like a thing, but like it's not like a craze. It's like a silly thing for kids that you do once in a while at like a Walmart or a movie theater. At least in my experience, I'm sure other people have different experiences. The US is very big and encompasses what should be like multiple countries. So shush. Genshin Impact is a big gacha game. Like, it's fun. It's like, it's like that risk reward factor. You want to get the thing that you want, but you might not get what you want. Like, picking up a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or what do the kids play nowadays? Magic, or I don't know, like Pokemon. What's up with Pokemon, like, kiosks and stores now? Is that just a Seattle thing? It's been wigging me out. Anyway, I saw a bunch of people lined up once to have it refilled, and I'm like, I'm so out of the loop on things. But yeah, so it's this little game where you have a little avatar. It's like Gaia Online, and there's like an in-game like movie maker, and people take that and they make like lewd content with it. Though it's not, because you can't do anything, but like it's like implied. And apparently there's a TikTok trend, and I don't use TikTok because I'm not a virgin, but there's a TikTok trend where people were taking like Tentacle Lock, which is a very similar art style, very similar UI almost if you edit it just right, and we're making Gacha Heats and Tentacle Locker, which is weird because Gacha Heat is from the game Gacha Life, so they're making the thing from a game but in a different game, but lying about where it's from to get like, I almost said to get heat like as in wrestling heat, like to get hate, but essentially to get like views and stuff. And so when I made a video about Tentacle Locker, all these people from Gacha Life think I was making some sort of insinuation about their game that I had no idea about. And a lot of them in the comments were saying how they were like flagging my videos and flagging my content and how they were gonna get me banned. And I was like, okay, I don't know who you are. So I made a video about it eventually, talking all about Gacha Heat, Gacha Life. I'm sure it came back up on the channel, so you can go watch that in its full 30-minute detail. I put a lot of effort into that video, by the way. It was a really fun dive into this community I had no idea about. So it's my suspicion that those people went on a whole thing about me because I was getting a lot of views and didn't like that I was spreading around this awful narrative in the Gacha Life community or whatever. And I think that's why my channel, I think that was the severe or multiple community guideline strikes. But that's just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching.
Cause it's gonna be the future soon. I won't always be this way. When the things that make me weak and strange get engineered away.
But that brings us to where we are today. I'm recording this in early December, so I have time to edit it before this comes out. I have this plan to come out next in 2022, current year. So I'm not sure how the channel's gonna look then, but basically I've been spending the last few months painstakingly re-uploading all the content. Because here's the thing, Jawesome Possum got deleted with 800 videos. Roundabouts. 5 years of content. That's a lot of content. And of course I don't have every video title saved somewhere. I don't have the descriptions I wrote saved, the tags I used saved. More importantly, the comments I got saved. Like, yeah, there's some cringe, shitty comments on my videos, but some comments are, like, really heartwarming and earnest. And I'm really gonna miss those. Above everything else. Above the views, above the like to dislike ratio. I'm sorry, the like ratio. Above everything else, I think that there's some comments there that were, like, you know, people talking about their day, how my content affected them, and how much they enjoyed a video, or anything like that. That's what I'm gonna miss the most out of everything else. Like, I'm gonna miss, of course, the monetization and views and like but I mean, seriously, just I'm sad the comments are gone forever. So and of course this process of re-uploading didn't start immediately. For the first month I was trying to get the channel back, and then of course there was the whole moving process where I had to move. I moved, and then my channel got deleted, and then I had to move 2 more times after that in quick succession. So I stayed about another month at where I was at, had a falling out, and I lived somewhere else temporarily for a month. Which is where the new Jawesome Possum After Hours entrance was filmed at. And then I moved in here, and I'm still moving because, you know, it's hard to get stuff from like a store. Like I store stuff in my boyfriend's place in a hurry, and been slowly bringing it back over here from like 2 towns over. First, I was gonna re-upload every single video individually, which was taking forever. Like honestly, I was like, it took me like over a month of consistently doing it to get to like Spec Ops: The Line. And then I deleted everything. I compiled whole playthroughs into like, all my older ones that like people weren't really around for. Because the bulk of my content is from before I got popular. I'm still not. Before I got more popular than I previously was before, was where most of my content came from. So I put all those in gigantic videos, which is why there's like 12-hour videos on the channel, because that's all from me taking over all my old stuff and putting it into big videos. And then that, thankfully, really sped up the process. But I still had to rename everything, write descriptions, write tags, find all the right thumbnails. Thank God thumbnails are all saved. Only had to redo maybe a small handful of them that were just lost into the ether somewhere that I think just Mikhail made back in the day that are probably on his hard drive. I doubt he saved them. But I just remade those. For doing this video, actually, on December 13th, 2021, I finally finished naming and tagging all the old videos. That process took months of my life. And it sucks because you can't, it's really hard to be funny while you're really pissed that you have to be funny. Like, I'm sitting here and I'm like renaming these videos that I have named in the past and don't remember what the names are because there's 800 of them. and I'm trying to think, I'm like trying to think of a funny, witty, eye-catching title, and I'm pissed that I'm doing this. I shouldn't have to be doing this. It's very aggravating that I have to do this, but here we are. Finally finished. It's been a bad second half of the year. The first half of the year was so good. I was so happy, honestly. And it's so sad. It's like, I know it's just YouTube, but like, man, like, thriving. Like, you know, it's just like everything I was working for was working, and then it just got taken away one day. So that's really disheartening. So now we're probably all wondering what the future of Jawesome Possum looks like. And that's what I want to talk about for the last bit of this video. You've probably already seen there's some new content out. I got a strike on the new channel. That video came out. Hopefully it came out. And me going to copyright school. Yippee. And of course the Loot Holiday Special, that I'm happy that was our first real video back, was the Loot Holiday Special. The Loot Holiday Special is actually what made me ramp up my workload on getting the channel done in time for this. Because I was like, well, I want to do the Loot Holiday Special. I'll make sure that's like a consistent thing we do every year. People might change, but I always want to host a Loot Holiday Special every year. That was super important to me to getting back on track, was having that like firm deadline of my first video back must be the Loot Holiday Special, and it must be at the end of the year at the latest. So that's why like 4 videos a day were happening for a long time, and why I was really ramping up the content load. But let's talk about the future. Let's talk about what's going to happen next. So the next 2 months of content is good. Golden, fresh, set. Current me has to still write titles and do thumbnails and descriptions, but like it's only for like a couple dozen. It's not for hundreds. Less pressure. Less pressure. Oh, that was it. Ah. Oh. Did you hear that? That was so great. Do it again. So my goal for the channel is that at least once a week there will be a new after hours video, because I understand that like that's for most of the what people want to see the most, and I love doing it. It's not like I'm doing it because I know that's an expectation of me to do it. I enjoy doing it. That being said, most of the lewd content that is on the channel is not very lewd, and that just comes with the nature of the beast. It comes with the fact that the last channel got penalized for having even slight lewd content and having stuff censored. So instead of censoring stuff, I have now decided to cut out the content wholesale. Some videos still do have it, but censored to a point where you have no idea what's happening. And those are kind of experiments, really. Like Max the Elf is completely censored. Tentacle Locker was a bit less censored, and that got age restricted, so that failed the test. Going forward, really, unless like the video is gonna be completely destroyed, like if a video can't survive without the lewd content in it, I'll figure out something to make a YouTube edition. But like I'll be upfront with it being like if I have to cut like a ton of content from a video, I will add in something to say, hey, I just cut like 15 minutes of content. You should really go check out the rest of it. The rest of it being on my link tree down in the description below. I probably just posted a link up here. The link tree is where you can go to find my content. There's 3 places to find... 3?
Drei Gläser.
There are 3 places to find my content uncensored. First one, the most popular one, of course, is going to be Hornpub, Orange YouTube. And I will say, check that out first. I've had issues with Orange YouTube. They are really finicky with what they allow on their site. They are not very clear on what you've done wrong. They will delete a video with no warning whatsoever. It's rough on there, but I do get really good ad revenue on there. I have used Orange YouTube money to pay for my vacuum. It's a nice vacuum. I feel great. I have a clean floor. Secondly, I say I have a Fansly account, not OnlyFans, because OnlyFans did that thing where they like really treated their creators terribly and threatened to end their whole livelihoods, and then got fear factored into keeping it up. So I don't trust that they'll always keep up their stuff, because they sound like they kind of want to screw everyone over as soon as humanly possible and are just waiting for the fires to die down. So I have a Fansly, which is like OnlyFans, but it's better. So a lot of my content on there is on there for free. You do have to have an account for Fansly, unfortunately. You have to pay for money, though. I remember I was posting my Fansly stuff somewhere, and someone said, I'm not paying for this, when it was like a free video, and I'm like, okay. So yeah, you have to make an account, and you have to follow my Fansly account. But once you do that, pretty much every video that was up on the old channel is up on the Fansly uncensored. On Orange YouTube, I won't be posting the new videos as fast. On Fansly, they'll be up early, but you will have to pay for them. The reason is, I need to eat. The YouTube version is still fine. You can still enjoy a video and still watch it and get a full story and have a good time. But a lot of edits and a lot of jokes and a lot of the fun stuff is in the stuff that is being cut out. So if you do want to have the full package deal and you want to get a video early and support me, you can go on Fansly. I think after a month or two, I'll probably make him free on there. So there's that. The third option is Gumroad. Gumroad's actually really interesting. So what I'm gonna do with there is that there's a lot of videos on there that are in like bundles. If like a series hits like 10 episodes or so, I'm gonna bundle it. If not, it's just gonna be single episodes. And you can always, on Gumroad, you can rent a video for like $1 or buy it and own it and download it in HD for $2. Unless it's like a long video with a lot of stuff in it, then I might make it a bit more. But regularly though, rent for $1, keep for $2 is my thing for Gumroad. And Gumroad, I'm gonna also make sure I have like the packs, and there's gonna be a lot of stuff on there. And Gumroad's like pretty nice about the kind of content I do. I emailed them and even asked them like, hey, is this, and there's not a lot of stuff like this on your site, is this okay? And basically their thing is, as long as 2 real life human beings are not copulating, it's a-okay. There's all the links on my link tree. It does take more editing to have both versions up, because before, for the longest time, I wasn't actually doing any uncensored editions of my videos because I ran into so many problems with Orange YouTube. I didn't want to deal with it. But yeah, for now on, it's going to be a big priority for me is make sure you guys have that uncensored content. Other than that, there's also going to be non-lewd content on the channel, obviously. There's a lot of videos that I've had recorded or edited that have been on the backlog. That's going to be kind of the first month or two with the new channel, or of this channel whenever we release new content. Same goes for lewd stuff, of course. There's like stuff in there that I recorded. There's stuff I've recorded like 7 to 8 months ago that I haven't even edited yet. And I never finished editing that Space Rescue Code Pink episode 4 video. It's still on my docket. It's like I'm so far behind. I have like some videos I recorded a year ago that are still being edited. It's like I had a huge backlog of recordings, and I'm basically using this first 2 or 3 months to go through all the old stuff I've had recorded, get it out there, purge all my recordings I have, unless they're like really bad, which there's like 1 or 2 where I'm like, I don't want to bother with that. We're not doing that ever. There's going to be a day for streams, and if I do multiple games in a stream or multiple streams, there'll be multiple days. And I also might fudge my own word here and upload multiple videos in a week because I'm feeling like it, and you never know, right? I will say that Jawesome Possum is going to keep going. I definitely have hit burnout a couple times doing this, and at the moment I'm recording this because I don't want to edit videos. So I'm recording this because I knew I had to eventually, and this whole encounter with YouTube and with moving and everything has left me so depressed and demoralized to a degree that is honestly ridiculous. Not ridiculous. It's not ridiculous that I'm this depressed about it. It's just like ridiculous that this happened in the first place is my big issue. It's been tough to keep motivated because I'll check the Patreon to do like a monthly update, and then I'll do the update, and then someone will remove themselves from being a patron because they probably forgot they were even still pledging, and then they're like, oh, this guy's uploaded content in 4 months, bye. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. I really don't. I mean, the only reason why I've kept it running and haven't taken it down is I'm still technically working on the channel. It's just not stuff that you're actively seeing. I have to redo 5 years of work in 5 months. So you can imagine the amount of stress and effort that has to be exuded while also working retail during the holiday season while moving 3 times. It's been a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, it's been quite the bitch. I have not recorded a lewd video in a long time. I have so many I want to play, though. I have so many lewd games I want to play. I have so many things I want to do. And I can't wait till the channel is like running again. I can like Once the re-upload is gone, I can be happy. Also, we can get back to where we were. You know, let's blow past 12K, go 20K. Let's. The big reason why I'm even redoing the whole channel is because if this had happened in like 2019, when the channel had 72 subs, I would not do this effort to put it all back together again. I might have made a new channel and just dragged all the videos into YouTube, pressed upload, not changed the names, not edited when they uploaded, and just left it. And then they were just up. And then if people really cared to go watch them, they could watch them. But I would have been done with it. I wouldn't have given a shit if it was where it was then. And the fact that I tasted glory makes it all the more tantalizingly sweet to get back on. Getting YouTube monetization checks, doing it. Like, I mean, and I know I mentioned money so many times, and probably some people are probably like, wow, this guy's a fucking shill. But fuck you. All right? Like, seriously, go fuck yourself. Like, I'm not out here begging for cash. I'm not the girl who's like, you're irresponsible if you don't give me money for content you enjoy. I'm not doing that. I'm being like, listen, this takes a lot of work. I should be compensated for my time doing this, A, because I enjoy it, and B, because I want this to just be my job, man. I want to be able to put production value and time, and a lot of time and effort and production value into the videos so you can have a good time. And so I can be happy. We're going to get back to where we were. And it's going to be great. It's going to be so fan-fucking-tastic. Especially when I get my whole new place set up. A big reason why I started recording this is because I found my lights. So once I get a setup going and we get all snazzed up, I start recording videos again. Do all the things again. Really get this bread, fam. It's been an hour, 40 minutes of me talking, so I hope this is somewhat enjoyable, or I have so much editing to do now. Shit. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you watched it all, thank you for watching my monologue. I hope you all accept me as Actor of the Year or Best Supporting. It'd be great. I mean, yeah, when you're watching this new content from here on out, it's like, for me, it's crazy because like I'm still in the trench, but like for you, you're out of it. You're there. Like, new content this week. It's happening. So I know there's a lot of people who probably haven't subscribed again because of the amount of content being uploaded and they don't want their inbox to be flooded. And I get that. That's why like I haven't fretted over the sub count like I used to back in the day, because I know that most people are probably waiting for new content and probably don't want to sit there and have their feed flooded with videos they've already seen before. So I've been not stressing it. I enjoy it when I hit like a new milestone. I'm like, hey, 200 subs. That's cool. That 200 people are suffering my subscription box flooding. It's great. But yeah, I hope that this is the rallying cry, that we get this train back going. Thank you all for listening to me talk, and this has been a good therapy session. This has been the last 6 months of my life, and it's been so fucking stressful. It's been like the worst time. One of the worst. Top 3. Definitely bad. Definitely don't want to do it again. I'm sorry there's no more lewd scenes in videos, but again, link tree down below. Check it out. All to your heart's content. On 3 platforms, guys. 3. You have choices of video player and formats. That's gotta be gnarly, bro. Definitely buy my stuff on Gumroad. They're pretty great about paying me, not gonna lie. Orange YouTube is kind of a bitch. I should make a whole video about them, but it'd be like a whole video. It'd be just like this. It's like, hey, here's the video. Do you know that companies suck and they don't treat you well? So it's just this video on loop. Just loop the video, and whenever I'd say YouTube, replace it with Hornpub. Similar thing, except my channel didn't get nuked yet. Hentai Artist Guy's channel recently nuked on a Hornpub, and it's like, Jesus, man, nowhere safe. Anyway, I better stop. This is a feature-length film. This is longer than like some movies, this recording. Check out content. Got some great stuff coming out soon, and you'll all notice when we get to the newer recorded things, it'll be visibly spicy. I'm gonna definitely make sure that I record things in a way where if I'm playing like a lewd game and a scene happens, I feel like I'm gonna have to have like a timer, record how long it is, and then look at the recording time and go, okay, this video just got like 20 minutes removed. That should probably record more for YouTube. So it's gonna be weird. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I've been Sal. This has been Jawesome Possum. My throat hurts for talking for almost 2 hours straight. I hope you are all having a fucking fantastic day. Hope you drink your water, eat some food, talk to your loved ones, enjoy life, love living, watch new Jawesome Possum. New Jawesome Possum's happening. Watch it, love it, hate it. If you hate it, leave a comment so everyone knows that you don't think it's a good video, because this whole removing the dislike bar thing is stupid and fascist. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and stay Jawesome out there. I miss doing that so much.